Billy Elliot. Chapter 1. Billy's Story. Family Life. My brother Tony is stupid, but he likes good music. I listen to his records before school, when he and my dad are out on the picket line. My grandmother, we call her Nan, likes the music too. I play the music, and she sits in bed and sings. Sometimes we dance around the room. She's nearly 80, and she can't walk far, but she lifts her arms up in the air and tries to stand on one leg like a ballet dancer. Dad and Tony don't like it when she dances. They think it's stupid, but I want her to dance and sing all day. This morning I made a breakfast and danced into her room. "Hey, Nan, it's the dancing waiter," I said, but she wasn't there. I ran out of the door. My dad will kill me if I lose Nan. I raced up the road shouting, "Nan! Nan!" Where was she? Was she on her way down to the sea? We can see the sea from our house, and she goes there sometimes. But little Alison, one of the neighbour's children, pointed up the street, and suddenly I knew. Nan was in the field under the railway bridge. She often goes there. Nobody knows why. Maybe she played there when she was a child. "Nan!" I shouted. She turned and looked at me. I pushed through the long wet grass. Poor Nan. She was wet and frightened. I don't know where I am," she said. "Don't you want your eggs?" I said. "You're new," she said. "Nan, it's Billy! Billy!" 3 vans stopped near the railway bridge and lots of policemen climbed out. They frightened me. Nan looked at them. "What are they?" she said. "Police, Nan. It's the police." "I hate them," she shouted. She waved her arms at them. Some of them looked at us, but they didn't come down. "Have they come for us, Billy?" she whispered. She knows about the police. She knows they are not on our side. "Not us, Nan? They're not interested in us? Is it Jackie? Is it Tony?" she asked. I didn't answer. I took her arm and we walked home. The next day I was playing a song on the piano and thinking about Mum. Tony was eating and Dad was washing the dishes. Nan was sitting on a bed, singing. "Mum died 2 years ago. I don't think anybody remembers her except me. I miss her. I miss her every day. I miss her when I'm walking through the house. I miss her when I'm playing the piano." I have a letter from my mum. She wrote it for my 18th birthday, but I opened it early. Dear Billy. Can you hear? Can you hear my mum's voice? Listen. Dear Billy, I didn't see you grow up. I missed you crying and laughing. I missed you shouting. But please know that I was always with you. I always will be. I'm very proud of you. I am proud that you are my son. I love you very much. I keep the letter in a box under my bed. I read it when nobody's in the room. Tony and I sleep in the same bed, and one night I read the letter to him. I wanted him to remember my mum with me and him together, but he didn't want to. Don't you miss her?" I asked him. "Ah, be quiet," he said angrily. Then he went to sleep. I was playing the piano and thinking about Mum. She plays the piano too. I can't really play. I would like piano lessons, but we haven't got enough money. My dad and Tony don't have time to remember Mum. They are too busy on the picket line or down the mine. Fighting, always fighting. Fighting the government, fighting with the bosses, fighting at home, fighting me. They were arguing again that morning. "We must go, Dad. We'll be late." Tony pulled on his boots. But Dad wanted to make the house tidy. He doesn't like leaving Nan alone in the house. "I have to make your Nan's breakfast." "Billy can do it. It's time to go." "Wait a minute," said Dad, and went outside. He came back in with some coal. "We haven't got much coal now," he said. "The strike will end soon," Tony said. "We'll be back down the mine next month." "No, we won't," Dad said. Tony looked angrily at him. "You don't want to go on the picket line, do you?" he said. "You want to stay in bed." "Tony," Dad began. "I'm not waiting for you," Tony said. "Tony, wait for me," Dad shouted. But Tony was gone. Dad didn't follow him. He stood and looked at the door. I played another song on the piano. "Be quiet, Billy," he shouted at me suddenly. "Mum didn't mind," I said. He came up behind me and closed the piano suddenly. He nearly broke my fingers. Then he ran out of the door after Tony. "I'll see you later at the club," he said on the way out. Oh no, I thought. Today I'm boxing. I hate it when he watches me. Listen, I boxed, my dad boxed, you box. That's my dad. I boxed because he and his father boxed. Every Saturday morning I put my gloves round my neck and go to the club. Then I try to break someone's head. Boxing is okay, but I have my own ideas about it, and they don't like that. They think boxing is about hitting people hard. They think it's about your hands, but it's not. It's about your feet. "Don't move!" George, my boxing teacher, shouts. "Hit him! Hit him! Stop moving! Stop and fight!" He doesn't understand. The other person gets tired if I dance round them. Then I can hit them. But George can't wait. Nobody can wait.